This is the Mad Alchemist, and here I am in the back tent. um, just kind of responding to a comment that someone made, and I don't really like the approach of when talking to religious people like Christians or Muslims around here, treating it as a zero-sum game. I'm more interested in building bridges. I'm more interested in not getting them to give up their religion, or at least the label. And I've talked about this before about defending or attacking labels, and it keeps coming back to what is my goal. So, for me, I think having lots of little talks to get people interested in the same things I'm interested in is a much more fruitful endeavor. So, for example, when talking to a Muslim, I find it interesting to first engage them. Instead of striking down their ideas, latch onto something that they feel proud of, something that they're happy about, that they have good feelings about. And with Muslims, for me, starting with numbers. Oh yeah, not a lot of people seem to realize that we use algebra and Arabic numbers, and that all of that came from the Arabic Muslim world, and that the word for zero in Arabic is cipher, and that was the original word for zero. We called it cipher, and when you did maths, when you were doing maths, you were ciphering. We still have that in its reverse term, deciphering something. And they're like, yeah, we came up with numbers, we came up with Arabic numbers, and everyone uses Arabic numbers, and we invented that, and that's something they can be proud of, they have good feelings about. And then you can talk about numbers and how numbers are important and the contribution of the Muslim world, and that they were kind of the stewards of science between 800 and 1100 AD, and how that was an awesome thing, and they feel good about that. And then you can kind of segue into, well, that was good until about 1100 AD, and a number of people cite different things, the sacking of Baghdad, but one of the most significant anti-contributions was, I believe, Imam called Al-Ghazi. Please forgive me if I mispronounce that, or I'm getting that slightly wrong. In about 1100 AD, he was a Sufi. He put out this little pamphlet, this thing about what you need to do to be a good Muslim. Before, Baghdad was open to all these ideas: Christians, Jewish, non-religious people. We call them atheists now. They were all welcome to Baghdad. Baghdad was the center of science, navigation. 2/3 of all stars have Arabic names, and these are all things that they can feel proud of. And then up until Imam Al-Ghazi, and he put out this pamphlet or this booklet, saying what it needed to be a good Muslim, and in that, basically he said math and manipulating numbers was the work of the devil, and they just gave up on math, and they've never really recovered. And in that, well, numbers are important to science, and we've seen that cultures that embrace science do well. And then they'll be like, yeah, science is good, science is awesome. And I haven't talked anything about them giving up their religion. I'm just encouraging them that science is useful. Science is good. I like science. You like science. Let's explore science. And getting them to... And getting a person interested in science is really the first step in getting them interested in analytical thought, critical thought. Then you can segue into these other things. You can talk about chaotic systems. And that's really, I think, my biggest goal is, I think science is fun. I think math is fun most of the time. I'm not a big fan of geometry because of the rounding thing. I always felt kind of naughty to me. Like, you're rounding, and you're like, rounding is approximation. That's not really good math. That's not good science. But I did really enjoy analytical geometry, trig and analytical geometry. I really enjoyed that class, and so for me, when speaking to religious people, it's about building bridges so that, you know, they can become interested in things I find interesting, and then we can go from there. Okay, I'm gonna keep that short. And oh, like it, share it, hate it. If you hate it, please make your comments insightful or at least interesting. Subscribe, thumbs up, whatever.